Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's Richard from Power Lines to Power Naps. I say good morning, but in actual fact it's nearly afternoon. I had to delay this one a few hours. Was feeling a bit ropey this morning when I first woke up, if I'm honest. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. Let's get the intro done, then we can crack on. Yep. Hi, I'm Richard. Welcome to my channel, from Power Lines to Power Naps. This is my wife, Nui, and together we both left the UK in February 2022 to start and enjoy a new life and new adventures in Phuket, Thailand. Join us on our new journey together and experiences. Sit back and enjoy. Welcome back. So, yeah, it's Monday the 12th of August already, nearly halfway through August. Wow, time just races by. So yes, a little bit ropey this morning. It's an excuse. No point making excuses, but I came back from the UK and I was going to leave it a little while. I'd obviously missed my gorgeous wife Nui, and I was going to leave my duty with the Royal Thai Tourist Police volunteer shifts. I was going to leave it a little while, have a little break when I got back, and then kick in again later in the month. So my availability started on Saturday the 10th, 2 days ago. So I did a great shift, long shift, but it was good. So not a great deal of sleep yesterday, but you know what, you got to grab a power nap when you can in life. Feeling a bit ropey because last night we were invited out to a local bar. A very good friend of ours who owns the bar, a music bar. It was his birthday yesterday. So from Calypso Bar, Kevin Calypso Bar. Anybody that's been over here and perhaps been there with us, you know where I'm at. So we went and there was food on and we said we'd just go for an hour. I've heard that before. 1 hour turns into 2, and before you know it, it's midnight turned, and quite a lot of alcohol was consumed. We had a great night. We did have a good night. It was good fun, great fun, and it just made me feel a bit rough this morning. So when I came down to Nui's with Nui early this morning, it was just very difficult to get going. But anyway, get going I did. And yeah, all good. Back on duty tonight, so no rest for the wicked. Just one moment. I've just been joined.
Papa.
Hello?
Why you on video?
Yeah.
Can you just keep eye on that two shiny? They're not pay yet. Okay?
Oh, okay. You can't.
No, when gone down there.
You can't tell YouTube that. So.
I have a check.
Okay.
I keep eye on, but maybe we go somewhere.
Nobody gets away without paying here in Nui's kitchen. Thank you for that, Nui.
Okay.
She's got me on security as well. Where was I? Where am I? Oh yeah. So back on duty again tonight. If I go suddenly, it's just because I've got to chase a couple of customers, but I'm sure it won't happen. Back on duty again tonight, so Saturday night tonight. I think I'm on again on Wednesday or Thursday. Because I didn't start back on duty till Saturday the 10th for my first availability. They've still given me 8 shifts for the rest of August, so 3 a week, some weeks 3, but hey-o, I enjoyed. That's what I signed up for. Well, that's why I'm feeling a bit. Here we go. Hang on, I knew he was used to.
The receipt yesterday from them, the switch.
The receipt from the switch. Yeah, okay.
470.
Let's just pause that one for 1 second. I'm back. Okay, Nui now. Oh. Just only wanted to look at it. Let me put that away. My God, so many interruptions here. Low season, we had a couple of quiet days. Yesterday, Sunday, very quiet for a Sunday really, but today, okay, been quite busy so far this morning. So yeah, that's basically me trying to catch up with my sleep and things, and life's good. Life's good here in Thailand. I'm getting used to the humidity again now, having come back, so that's a good thing. One of the things that I was trying to capture when I was over in England on holiday a little while ago, and my daughter kept saying, the sunrises over the Staffordshire farm are amazing in summer. And of course, we now live in Phuket, where it's absolutely phenomenal. Well, beautiful sunsets and sunrises. We don't get the sunrises too much because the sunrise is over behind us, so it sort of comes up over the mountain. So by the time we see it, very quickly, but it's not like a true sunrise. However, our sunsets are pretty damn good. So I even say again. Excuse me.
I love you.
I love you too, Nui. Up, up, up. So sunsets over the beach of the Andaman Sea is amazing. However, sadly, due to either me not getting up early enough when I was back home in the UK, or actually the morning sunrises were just not as amazing as could be or should be, or what my daughter gets the pleasure of seeing a lot, being an early riser, milking all them cows. So she sent me 2 days ago, she sent me a lovely picture of the sunrise over the Staffordshire skyline. It's what she saw when she went out starting work the other morning. So I'll share that photograph with you now. Thanks, Katie, for that. Beautiful picture. Beautiful sunrise, eh? Thanks again, Katie. But hey, like for like, I thought I'd better take a picture of one of our sunsets. I'll share that one with you. This one's right back at you, Katie. Hope you enjoy. So again, yet another beautiful picture. Possibly not the most beautiful sunsets that I've seen here, but they are pretty amazing. Anyway, cracking on, just a bit of general info. I can say fairly busy here today. And by the way, that couple did just walk out without settling up their bill. But all resolved now. They were in earlier with the big family, and they thought the family had paid for them, and the family didn't. So anyway, Nui dragged them back in and shook the money out of them. So all's well. We don't get a lot of that here in Thailand. Yeah, all good. I did mention about on my last film maybe, or one of my reels on Facebook if you guys watch it. If you don't, then join the Powerlines to Power Naps Facebook site too, and then you'll see some of my reels I try and put on most days. I put a lot on about Chili, the cat, the kitten. He's brand new. I don't know where he is at the moment. I'll try and find him in a minute. He's probably snoozing somewhere, but he's made a pretty much full recovery after his little accident. And again, many thanks for all your kind wishes to the channel and to me personally about Chili's welfare, and the fact that he's brand new and he's a little fighter, and he's back. He's a playful little kitten, so fingers crossed he'll learn from his mistakes. You can never say never, of course, but we have noticed since he's been back, and since he's been back to normal, he sits out by the door a little bit, and he plays on the grass a little bit by the restaurant. And we have noticed that when a motorbike or a car comes down, he jumps and he runs back in. So hopefully you can remember what happened and learn from it. Anyway, I did mention about on my last little chat that we had, it was visa time again. That time of year for me to renew my family/marriage visa extension, to be able to remain in Thailand for yet another year. My current visa runs out on September the 11th. So, hello Nui. Did you want me?
He thought his friend paid for.
I know, he thought his friends paid and his friend hadn't, so He had to. Anyway, she just keep throwing me. Yeah, September the 11th is my date that the current visa runs out on, which means we have to apply about 1 month before. I'm not going to bore people with the requirements of every little detail of what you need to do and provide to get a marriage visa or retirement visa. There's many information on social media about various visa requirements. If anybody has got any questions, certainly I'm fairly knowledgeable on the marriage visa and a little bit about the retirement visa. Anybody has got any questions, make a comment, ask me. If I don't know, I'll find out for you. But again, I'm not going to go into detail every little thing that we need to do because the list is endless. It's pretty boring to most if you're not going to be coming over here to live. But it might help someone that's maybe planning or thinking to do so. Who knows? You want to know? Ask me. Always happy to help. But we had to submit all the paperwork, documents, just like we did last year and the year before. It all has to be submitted with new dates on, everything with current dates on, new sets of photographs showing Nui and I at home, outside, sitting outside by the pool, standing outside the gate, clearly showing the address number, taking pictures of inside the house, in the lounge, in the kitchen, sitting on the bed. They want to make sure and prove that that is our house and we do live there. And so we have to supply comprehensive photographs as well. Leaving all the detail apart, first year we went, and I think it took 2 or 3 visits to immigration in Phuket town, and the day we actually applied, we were there all day, and I do mean right up till 5:30 at night before we got the application accepted. It was a ball ache. I'm not going to make any bones about it, but it was long-winded, it was new to us. They were slow and not very helpful, if I'm honest, but I'll come on to that in a moment. Second year, year 2 last year, again, a couple of lengthy visits, and then only to be told, because I made an error on my bank details, which I'm sure I told you about. And if you look back on the videos, I think there's a video in the back last year sort of titled, "Am I about to be kicked out of Thailand?" Body cap, young man. If you want to take a look at what happened to me last year, then go and find that vlog, and that explains what happened to me last year. So anyway, last year, a couple of lengthy visits to immigration, only to be told I couldn't proceed and I had to leave Thailand. Okay, it wasn't a go home moment, but I had to leave Thailand. So I left Thailand for I think just 1 day and 1 night, went to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and then came back again. The only thing was, when I came back again, I'd been stamped out of Thailand, gone. When I came back into Thailand, I was starting again. I was like a new arrival. I was like a holiday maker, tourist coming in. So all I got was a 30-day visa exempt stamp, which is what you would get when you arrive on holiday. And then I had to start again, so I did my 30 days, and then I had to apply for a 90-day non-O immigration visa for 90 days. Then during that time, I had to start the application for year 2 marriage visa again. So last year was a complete balls up, a fuck up, and it was just a nightmare. Recently, Thailand has relaxed a lot of visa requirements for tourists and visitors, and even retirement. So before July, I think the 15th of July, sorry, Captain Money, before 15th of July, coming in as a tourist, I'm only going to speak for the UK because that's what I know about, but I do know this applies to many countries. I think there was 42 new countries added to this list, so you can check that out again on the Thai visa website. But before July the 15th, coming in as a holidaymaker, you would get a visa exempt stamp of 30 days, which would allow you to stay in Thailand and travel around Thailand for 30 days. No shit, Sherlock. Also, if you wanted to stay longer than that, you pretty much got a guaranteed further extension of 30 days after that, giving you 60 days, 2 months, great. So all you had to do towards the end of your first 30 days, hop over to immigration with 1,900 baht, about 50 quid, and they would gladly extend it for another 30 days. However, from July the 15th, they relaxed a lot of these entry visas, or visa exempt stamps as I think they're called. And now most of the world can come in on a 60-day stamp. No visa required. Welcome to Thailand, it's holiday. You can have 60 days, that's 2 months. And guess what? You can extend that again for 1,900 baht for another 30 days. That's 90 days, that's 3 months. You can pretty much guarantee having without much or any problem. I think that's probably why we're seeing low season a little bit busier than previous low seasons, because the entry into Thailand is more relaxed, and it suits a lot of people that want to come and spend more than a month here. So that's good. I was also told by a very, very good source that because they'd relaxed these entry exempt stamps when people arrive, that immigration had been told by their authorities, or asked, to try and smarten up their operation. Not to get any more lenient, you still have to do what you have to do. That's always going to be the case. They're never going to let you off anything. You're still going to have to provide whatever they want providing, and you're going to have to fit in and meet the requirements of the visa. But they've still been told to smarten up a bit, sharpen up their operation, try and be a little bit more friendly towards people, and a little bit quicker with their operation. Well, and that was displayed to Nui and I last Wednesday for the first time. So it seems like, I know it's low season, so it's a bit quieter. They're not under a lot of strain with tourists like they have in the high season, but that was demonstrated to us last Wednesday, because we went in for year 3. Again, expected a full day or maybe a day and a half, blah, 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 blah. Nui, thankfully, she's an angel, I always thank her for it, but she's great with the paperwork. She knows what's required, and spent many nights, evenings, preparing and compiling and printing and copying. So we arrived last Wednesday, and we went in the car. We were up early. We were at immigration at 8 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday morning. The doors don't open till 8:30. We expected to be there at least all day, even if it went sweet and no problems. Maybe still an all-day event. Doors opened at 8:30. We were given ticket number 4, so we were quite well up in the queue. We were called in. We were called in to see the immigration officer within about 10-15 minutes. Our number was called, and we went to sit down in front of this very nice immigration officer. Very helpful, very polite, very efficient, and very speedy. 1 hour, 9:30, we were done. We were done. Back in the car, and off we went out for a romantic breakfast. So thank you, Thai Immigration. That was really a great effort on your part. So, and it was all accepted, no problems this time. So I'm pleased to say that they've got me for another year at least, hopefully a lot longer. Yeah, it was no problems at all. Also, towards the end of the interview and the submission, the officers normally give you their line contact. It's a bit like WhatsApp. Line is used over in Asia, Thailand quite a lot. So they normally give you his line contact details. Once you've got his line contact details shared onto your phone, what he normally says is one of two things. We've never been visited, but I do know people that have been visited. Both 2 previous years, even when I was successful after my debacle last year, they normally say, when you go home, ring me. And what you do, you ring him on his line, and when he's not busy in between interviews, he answers, and you're doing a FaceTime conversation. It's got to be me and my wife, Nui, both there at home. and he goes to try and replicate the pictures that we've submitted with our pack. He'll tell us to go and stand by the front gate, which clearly shows the number and address of the house, blah blah blah, and he'll say up a bit, left a bit, right a bit, zoom out a bit, blah blah blah. Oh, stop, hold it there. And then you hear a, and he obviously takes snapshots, and he takes you all around the house and replicates with snapshots all the photographs to match what we've just physically submitted. Again, just to prove that you do live there, it is your house, and everything's kosher and genuine. And Thailand's very big on that. It's a very strict country. Well, I don't want to scare anybody. It's doable. It's usable. It's not a big problem. But if you're here and you shouldn't be, or you're a criminal, or you've not got the correct paperwork, or if you're here for any reason that you shouldn't be, then trust me, you won't be for long, because you get caught one way or another and you're out. So all these things are good for national security, I suppose. They want to know where everyone is all the time. Nothing wrong with that, eh, England? No comment, no comment. Anyway, I'm not even going to start discussing that, because I'll end up kicking my camera off the table. So it came to that, and I said to him nicely when we'd nearly finished, you want us to go home and ring you online, and then we can do the photo. And he looked at me, he went, Mabalaika, not required. So everything was just sweeter this year, easier. Maybe we're getting used to submitting the paperwork, but I found, and we found them very, very helpful. So again, it cost me 1,900 baht for a 1-year marriage extension visa. Many people use agents. As I say in Thailand, up to you. If you want to use agents, and there's very many good agents, there may be a few not so good, but that's up to the people to choose and decide. But if you want to use an agent to sort your visa issues out, then there's plenty of firms, companies here that will help you through it. But of course, it's going to cost you a fair bit of money. I'd rather spend a bit more time. It's only a couple of days, or even one day of your life, or like this year, it was a couple of hours. It was great. And it's a lot cheaper because you just pay the visa fee, 1,900 baht. So that's it. I go under a 1-month consideration. That's the standard practice. And they tell me to come back in. I can go on my own for this. Come back in on September the 11th, the date my current visa runs out, and just collect a stamp. I'll probably be in there 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and that'll be me done and dusted. So I'm not going to waffle on any more about visas. In fact, I'm not going to waffle on about anything else today. I'm doing the duty again tonight, so I know many of you will say I don't need it. Obviously I don't, but I need a little beauty power nap this afternoon. So thank you also to, we've had many new subscribers. There's been a good little boost of members, family members from Power Lines to Power Naps site. So thank you very, very much for that. It does mean a lot to me. It gives me more interest to do things and film things for you. Now I've got my new gimbal. Karaba. Now I've got my new gimbal, and I want to get out there and do some more. So that's the way we're going to go. That's the way we're going to roll. If you've not subscribed, just do it, please. Costs you nothing. Tell your friends, share, like, do all them amazing things for me, and I'll try to do some nice things for you. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, any comments or questions, get them down. I'd gladly answer, and I love talking to you guys. See you next time. Take care. Bye for now.